Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Welcome to Zetsubou No Shima 101. In this episode, we're going to be going over my favorite high round strategy. For this strategy, it's going to be a training strategy here in the Purple Water Room. This is by far the safest area to be, and you're going to want to at least try to do a banana loop from the purple water area, that little poster area, we're near the workbench, and then kind of turn around, do a U-turn, go back to where the entrance is of the room, and just do a banana loop like I am doing in the video right here. One of the nuances of this room is that there are actually a lot of places zombies can spawn from. And there's a lot of places at the ends of the banana loop, but there's also lots of drop downs in the middle of the banana loop, and for that reason, this is gonna feel uncomfortable and unpredictable at first. Once you understand where the zombies come from, where the zombies drop down from, you can appropriately adjust your train from then on. Trust me, this is not as difficult as it first appears. It will take a little bit of time though. In any sort of emergency situations or trouble areas, this is where this training spot shines, because there are little corners of the map where you can just kind of tuck away, do a little turn, and then get your train back on track. There is a lot of really good room to work with if you know how to use it. But again, you're gonna need to take some time to practice this. As far as any weapons are concerned, there is an ICR wall buy on the wall right there, so that is going to be fantastic for high rounds. I will highly recommend the KT4 and actually upgrading it to the Masamune. It can be tedious, but in my opinion, it is worth it. And if you feel like running Mule Kick, you can actually get a shotgun, or I like the Marshals out of the box to take care of spiders. It's really nice having the Pack-a-Punch right there, and for any double Pack-a-Punch attributes, you can really do anything, but of course for those high rounds, Deadwire, Blast Furnace, those are really going to be the most beneficial for you. I threw on Thunderwall on my Marshals just in case I got in a bad situation. Moving on to perks, of course we're going to go with Quick Revive and Juggernog. Some other beneficial perks are going to be Stamina Up as always because we are training, Double Tap for taking out the Thrashers and the Spiders. Mule Kick, in my opinion, is actually going to be really beneficial because of the KT4, the ICR, and whatever weapon you would want to run. Widow's Wine is actually really good because this is a decent sized train that when you do get cornered, you are going to need a little bit of time to pull out your skull. Perks that aren't so necessary, but it's nice to have. Electric Cherry and Speed Cola, nice to have, but not necessary. And of course, Deadshot, kind of the ugly duckling of the perks, but you know, if you want it, there it is. Zetsubou No Shima is actually one of those maps that I would recommend a soda fountain or an unquenchable or an on the house or even a perkaholic. Not necessarily for getting set up, but once you are set up, perks are very nice to have in this map. Moving on to equipment, yes, you are, like I said before, gonna need the Skull of Non-Sopway. This might be a little tedious, a little challenging, but it is completely worth it. This skull is absolutely fantastic. It doesn't take that much time to recharge, and it is absolutely devastating. Plus, it kills Thrashers very, very well. I personally don't think the spider bait Easter egg weapon is all that useful or all that worth going through all that trouble to actually getting. And trip mines aren't all that useful at all in Black Ops 3. For Zetsubou No Shima, we have two mini bosses that love to come mid-round, and that is going to be the spiders as well as the Thrashers. You have a large variety of ways of actually taking care of the Thrashers. The Skull of Non-Sopway is absolutely devastating. Also, surprisingly, the KT4 and Masamune is very effective at taking out Thrashers. Also, Slaughter Slide and Pop Shocks are very good at killing Thrashers as well if they are bugging you that much. Speaking of bugs, the spiders are going to be a really big hindrance and annoyance here. They love to get in your way and try to cut you off while training. For this reason, I always train with either my Marshals, or you can train with maybe your ICR, and just be ready to shoot spiders out of your way, because yes, they do get in your way all the time. This is one of the more interesting trains we have here in Black Ops 3. It's open enough to where you're fairly safe and it's very consistent, but it's also not quite comfortable, and for that reason I really enjoy this, and it's very rewarding. As far as any alternative strategies, we all know we can beat the Easter egg and have one of the best camping spots ever, one of the best training spots ever, but in my opinion, the time it takes to do that is not worth it. But another strategy, and a much faster strategy, is going to be in the skull room. This is very risky, very intermediate, and very fun. I haven't mastered this quite yet, but I think there is definitely going to be some room for me to grow as a zombies player to be training in that skull room. Very fast spawns there. But this is a 101 video, this is an easy video, this is for beginners. The purple water room is definitely going to be my go-to. So anyway, that's all I have time for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next absolutely beautiful Zombies morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.